Jake just pretty much kind of took the onus on himself, called it a little mistake that cost us, but tough to see you lose on a goal like that when it seemed like you had all the momentum built up in the third period and were playing the right way.
Yeah, I respect that he did that, but he doesn't need to do that. You know, we dug ourselves a hole in that second period, and you know, it was great. I like the pushback. I like the fact that we came out in the way that we did, and certainly some things we can learn from that. But the reality is in second period was not good enough, and ultimately it cost us the game.
What do you think happened there as you dug that hole? I mean, it wasn't necessarily their speed or anything else that we talked about going into the series.
Yeah, well, you know what? First off, you know, penalty kill. We need to be sharper there. If it was a 5-on-5 game, if we were just playing that, then I think we were better. And they're a disciplined team, so we have to do a better job. You know, you give up a 4-on-3, you give up a 5-on-3 tonight. It's pretty tough to kill those, you know, in succession. So, you know, I think obviously we got to, if that's the case, if that's what you're dealt with. But we got to do a better job there.
Several penalties.
Not with the calls, no. I mean, you know, I think that you know, you get to this time of year and it's such a fine line that you have to be a little bit more disciplined. You have to find a way to make sure that you're not putting yourself in the box more than the other team, and that's 2 games in a row that we've done that.
Mike, a loss is a loss, but at least you guys got 3 goals against that goaltender. Can you talk about the confidence in that regard?
Well, yeah, I don't know that. You know, I think both those goalies they're going to shrug it off and they're going to get ready for the next one. I think both teams are going to do the same thing. So we're not going to you know, sit here and pat ourselves on the back that we scored 3 goals. We lost a hockey game, and but that said, you know, certainly what you do and what they'll do, I'm sure, is we'll look at the tape, and I think that there were some things in this game that we can build off, some things that we can certainly learn about their team, and you know what we need to do to be successful, and there's obviously some things that we're going to have to adjust as well.
What was so effective in that third period?
Well, I think physicality, pressure, you know, just a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, getting on the hunt as opposed to waiting for a play to come to you. You know, we got to continue with that mindset.
Like, you've been carried and led by your veteran defensemen. They've played very well. You know, tough to see them on the ice, and in particular, you know, giving up a couple goals there.
Yeah, you know, again, this is one game, so this was, you know, that goal is obviously the focal point of what we're looking at, what we're talking about right now. It was one play in a collection of plays tonight, so you know, I think that as a group we have to be better. I think that certainly there are some individuals that can raise their game to another level for next game. But like I said, this is part of the process for us in this series. We lost the first battle, but we've got to find a way to be better for the next game, and I'm sure they're going to approach it the same way.
After the Fiala injury, did they come out of that stronger with more energy?
Well, obviously they scored right afterwards, and so we had a tough shift after that. But no excuses on our part. You know, you have to manage that, and you have to understand and recognize that that's a big moment in the game. Just like the start of a hockey game, you got to be ready for that and reestablish some momentum to your game. And obviously, we didn't do that.
Does the goal in that situation almost hurt more as a result of what you just said?
Well, I mean, obviously, that was, you know, everybody that was in the building could feel that was a kind of a weird period of time. Everybody is obviously feeling bad for a player that's down, and there's such a long break, and we lose some momentum to our game. And then obviously they score. So, but again, no excuses on our part. We got to manage that better.
Early in the game, it seemed like you had good jump. Maybe a missed opportunity there to maybe get ahead and play with a lead.
Yeah, I think we got to handle that better. You know, I think we had a good start. Yes, power play went out there. We didn't really generate a whole lot. Their power play went out, and I think they had about 7 shots in the power play. And obviously scored a big goal. So that was a defining moment for me in the hockey game. But that said, it seemed like from you know, from that point on, we were almost surprised that we weren't winning the hockey game. And you know, we were playing against a good hockey team. We have to manage that better. There's still plenty of time left. You know, and for me, it's about making sure that there's going to be some bounces, some things that go against you, and obviously they have a say in it too. So we have to handle that better than we did tonight.
You get Paul back, but it's a different series, and the faceoffs are still at issue 67-33. Do you see it as a problem moving forward?
No, I really don't. I mean, I think that we're a team that's a little bit streaky, and we have guys that are capable of winning face-offs. So I don't see an issue with it. But obviously, we'll monitor that, and face-offs are going to be a big factor, execution-wise, puck possession-wise, and obviously, those face-offs in the D zone and offensive zone, they're going to be crucial.
Good zone time on the 6-on-5. Did you feel it? I mean, did you feel like there were some opportunities to get pucks at the net and maybe?
Yeah, I thought we started out okay, and then we kind of drifted away, got to the outside a little bit too much. So yeah, certainly, I think it's just a mindset in general that we had odd man rushes tonight that we didn't result in a shot on net, and so we have to put more pressure to the net. That's not a new story. That's something we've been saying for a while here.
It's kind of a small sample size, obviously, home versus road in this postseason, but you're kind of surprised that not getting more momentum in this building in this game so far.
We have to be better at home. We put ourselves in a tough position, by not coming out and not putting our best game in front of us here tonight. So we have to address this. We have to, as coaches, it's up to me to figure out why that is. And have to find a way to be better. So I think teams come in here and obviously a lot of these games we've had good starts. The games that we've lost, but we have to be a little bit more committed and focused and determined to play a full 60-minute game, and understand that it's as hard here as it is on the road. But for me, this time of year, you should definitely feel some momentum and some energy from your crowd. But you look around the league, home ice advantage does not mean as much. And so we have to understand that, and we have to respect that the same way we do on the road.